This is from the NFL Lockdown NFL Scouting Podcast, trying to forecast Deshaun Watson in 2023.
You got no clue. And other than the year in 2020, like 2020, his adjusted net yards per completion was over 8. It was like 8.2. And leaders last year, Pat Mahomes last year had a 7.51 adjusted net yards per attempt. So Deshaun Watson, 3/4 of a yard higher than that back in 2020. So when the polls are that extreme, and he missed the amount of time that he missed, we didn't feel right putting him anywhere other than pink. It's just going to be impossible to know exactly where this is going to play until probably middle of October.
An impossible team to predict. We like the rest of what you got. We just have no idea how good your quarterback is.
Right.
But the good news is your quarterback has proven for multiple years to be one of the best in the league. It's been a while.
So that adjusted net yards takes into account sacks and the like. That's one of the reasons we do that. That's how good he was in 2020. It was 3/4 of a yard better than the best last season.
Yeah, and, I think that, people seem to forget how good he was. People do seem to tend to forget 2020. It's a what have you done for me lately league. There are so many good young quarterbacks. People have kind of forgotten about Deshaun Watson. Now, if he came back and lit it up at the end of last year, that would be one thing. But he wasn't really necessarily able to do that. And then you add in all of the off-the-field stuff, and people just aren't buying into him right now. But I think it's a little bit premature to sort of write him off and just say, oh, well, that was him before. I mean, he's still young. I mean, this is not like some 39-year-old quarterback. He's a young quarterback who was off for a couple of years, but it's not like he wasn't working out. He wasn't practicing. I mean, he was staying in shape and he was working out. So, I just think it's a lot of things together, including learning a new offense, learning a new city, dealing with everything he was dealing with last year, and knocking that rust off. And I think it should be a lot better this year.